Anxious preoccupied attachment, why love feels urgent. If love feels urgent to you, if waiting feels unbearable, if distance feels like danger, this video is for you. Today we're talking about anxious preoccupied attachment, not to shame it, not to minimize how real it feels, but to explain why connection can feel so intense, and why that intensity doesn't always mean something is wrong. This series is designed for two people. First, for those who identify as anxious preoccupied and are tired of feeling like they're too much. And second, for partners who want to understand anxious behavior without fixing or rescuing. Both perspectives matter, both deserve clarity. Anxious preoccupied attachment is not neediness, it's not weakness, and it's not a lack of independence. It's a nervous system strategy shaped by early experiences where connection felt important but unreliable. So the system learned something powerful. Closeness must be protected, attention must be maintained, distance must be monitored. Love doesn't just feel good, it feels urgent. Anxious attachment isn't neediness, it's fear of loss. If you identify as anxious preoccupied, you may recognize these patterns. You bond quickly, you feel deeply, you replay conversations, you monitor tone, timing, and responsiveness. You feel calm when connected, and anxious when there's space. None of this makes you dramatic or irrational. It means your nervous system learned that connection could disappear, and it adapted by staying alert. And if you're watching this as someone who has dated or loved an anxious partner, the intensity you felt wasn't manipulation, it wasn't control, it was fear expressed through closeness. But fear-driven closeness can still feel overwhelming, especially when reassurance becomes a recurring need instead of a bridge to safety. For anxious attachment, love feels urgent because uncertainty activates threat. When connection feels unclear, the nervous system responds as if something important is at risk. That response often shows up as seeking reassurance, needing frequent contact, difficulty tolerating space, imagining worst-case scenarios. This isn't about drama, it's about regulation. Urgency is not intuition, it's anxiety asking for safety. Living in constant urgency is exhausting. It can lead to overgiving, over-explaining, over-accommodating, ignoring your own needs, staying longer than feels healthy. Not because you lack boundaries, but because boundaries feel risky when connection feels fragile. Anxious attachment explains behavior. It does not mean chasing creates closeness, reassurance creates safety, staying longer proves love. Understanding your attachment style is the beginning, not the end. Healing starts when urgency is replaced with regulation. In this series, we'll talk about how anxious attachment forms, why anxious partners bond quickly, and what protest behaviors are. We'll cover how anxious attachment heals and how to move towards secure attachment without becoming avoidant. This isn't about becoming less loving. It's about becoming safer with yourself. Wanting closeness is human. In the next episode, we'll explore how anxious attachment forms. Until then, you are not too much. You are responding to fear, and fear can be healed. Please like, subscribe, and share to help us grow.